not so good because they touch all the dirt and everything. So for example, you couldn't kick somebody because it is very disrespectful. Because your feet are supposed to be not so good. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And so for example, an Indian person will never touch a book with their foot. It's like, oh, no way, it's a sacrilege. So you understand the connotation there for Jesus bending down and washing somebody's feet was an act of great humility. Not even a servant would do that. And Jesus was doing it. What was he trying to tell us? He was trying to tell us what he said all through his ministry. You know, in the Gospel of one of the synoptics, Matthew, Mark, Luke, you know, and all those, the same story is there. You know, once they're all walking around and the disciples are fighting with each other, who will be the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? Who will be first? And of course they're arguing, I should be first and you should be first. And Jesus says, you guys never got it, right? You don't understand what I told you. You have to be servants to each other. And then Jesus says, the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. Jesus came to give his life for us. And if you went today, this evening, for our service, and I hope many of you will go, because this is one thing we do. We are just doing the washing of the feet. The big celebration is in the evening. Whether you go to St. Mary's or to St. Nicholas, I hope you guys will go to church today, tomorrow, on Saturday and Sunday. Now what do we celebrate? Jesus gave us three realities today. First of all, he gave us the Eucharist. You know, he gave us his body and blood, which we celebrate every Sunday, every day. The greatest gift, the gift of himself. This is a story from India, alright? And if I've said this to you, it's okay. It's a great story to remember. It was written by a great writer who won the Nobel Prize for Literature at the beginning of the 20th century. His name was Rabindranath Tagore. He says this little short story. There was a beggar who lived in a village. And what would he do every day? Every day he would go around the town from house to house begging. And some people would give him money, some people would give him a handful of rice, some would give him an old piece of clothing or whatever. And he had a little bag. He would put all what he got into the bag and walk around the whole day. And then in the evening he would come home. He lived in this little mud hut. And then he would throw all the contents of the bag onto the floor and separate, the money from the rice and the vegetables and whatever. And he would cook himself a meal and then eat and go to sleep. And many days he would sit all by himself and would daydream. And he would say, if only the king would see me, the king would feel sorry for me and would give me money or gold or precious gems or whatever, and I would never have to beg again. But I can never see the king because whenever the king is in town and I'm there, the soldiers always, get rid of me because they don't want the king to see me. So he always daydreamed about that. Then one day, he was in the heart of the town and suddenly he had trumpets blaring and he knew immediately that the king was coming. He went and hid himself behind a tree. And as he hid behind the tree, the king came riding on this beautiful elephant, all ornately decorated. And as soon as the soldiers had cleared the place and they didn't see him, he was safe. And then the soldiers left. He got snuck through the crowds and came to the first row and stood there waiting for the king. And the king came riding on the elephant. And as he came closer and closer, this beggar tried to catch the eye of the king. And suddenly the king saw him. And their eyes met. The king smiled. And the beggar said, yes, this is my day. The king is going to come down and give me some gold or some gold coins, and I'm not going to be poor again. And he was excited. And then the king asked the elephant driver to stop the elephant. And he gets down. And the king comes walking towards him. And of course, the beggar's heart is racing. And the king comes up to him and he smiles. And the beggar is waiting for the king to put his hand into his pocket and pull out a bag of gold or precious jewels. And he's waiting eagerly. But instead of putting his hand into his pocket, the king stretches out his hand towards the beggar, asking him to give him something. The beggar is disappointed. He said, this was my one chance of a lifetime, and I thought the king would give me something. He's asking me for something. Look at my bad luck. So, reluctantly, he digs into his bag and pulls out 5 grains of rice and puts them on the open palm of the king. The king smiles graciously, thanks him profusely, and then gets on his elephant and rides away. The poor beggar was heartbroken. He said, I had this one chance in my lifetime to see the king and get something from him. And look at him, he asked me for something. My life is so bad. So he went home. He didn't want to beg anymore. He didn't want to eat. He just sat there in a corner of his hut crying. And then, of course, after the hours passed, he started to feel hungry. So he said, well, what can I do? My luck will not change. So I better eat. So he pours the contents of his bag onto the floor. And as he looks at what is there, in the dim moonlight, he could see something gleaming, something shining. And he excitedly looks among all the contents. He found that there were 5 grains of rice that had turned into 5 grains of gold. And the beggar said, oh, how stupid I was. When the king asked me, I just gave him 5 grains of rice. I should have given him the whole bag. How would I have a bag of gold? Remember, what you give away is what you keep. What you give away to others, that is what turns into gold. And by washing his disciples' feet, Jesus wanted to tell us that we must give and give and give. And that is what love is all about. And Jesus said, by loving that way, you will be really my disciples. God bless you. Now, let us wash one another's feet.
Please join us in singing the refrain of Jesus to the Tower.
always what?
Is it working? And then if you push it again, it turns off. How about when the birthday?
Hey, Gus, hey.
Here's the key. You're ready to get out of there. Here you go, Piggy.
All right, quiet, everybody.
Here we go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Peggy.
Got the numbers on.
Happy birthday to you.
Hey!
Love brings us here. His love brings us here. Happy birthday, dear Peggy. Happy birthday to
All right, here we go.
Here, hear that.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joseph. Happy birthday to you. His love brings us here. Hey! Happy birthday, dear Joseph. Happy birthday to
Okay, one more, huh?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Hi, hi. How are you? This is the quiet corner over here.
Here we go.
Oh.
Everybody ready? Everybody ready? What do you think, Joey? Okay, you ready? You know the song? You ready?
Are you ready? What do you say? Oh, here it goes.
Here it comes. Hey!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to you.
Hey!
His love brings us here. His love brings us here. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to you. Where is she? There she is.
You get there? Where's Kate?
Where's she at?
Okay, see a cupcake.
Where's
Where's Kate?
There she is. Sit down, Kate.
There she is.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Caitlin. Happy birthday to you. His love brings I am not going to make it to your house Saturday night. I hope you'll understand. I love him. I love him, but
Run all night, run all day. Run on the mountain bank, somebody bet on the day.
We both have racing here, Laura.
Are you gonna get him?
I was looking at some old movies that I like
Wind to run all night, wind to run all day. I'll set my money on the mountain bank.
Peggy was the baby. When she was 14 months old, I got Davy. When Amy was born, she was like 7. I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
But the church said,
Wait, Joe. Oh, look, it doesn't he draw a great picture? We have that one. Happy.
Let's see what we get. So you're going to get the birthday.
Oh, this berry is right here.
That's your, she writes your name down.
Miss Nike, I said, what should we get that?
I got you some. What I gave you? Oh yeah, I got pictures of that.
You take that off. Now we wait till they're done and then you pick what you want and you take it.
There's a card, Joe.
That goes to Joe.
Joe.
That's from us. That goes to Joe.
I know.
What'd you get, Dan?
Why don't we organize?
Danny, what'd you get?
They just throw it just one big pot. We're just throwing it in one big pot. Why don't we just get all the presents in
It's a swimming
Those are
suit?
sexy, boys.
Mrs. Capone, do you want to sit here so
Do
you
we
can
even
see?
know who's just using what for?
Wait.
Ryan, no.
Caitlin.
Can I have that one? Caitlin. That's for Joe.
Who's
Okay, we're gonna sit here so you're like, I get one frame, just so she can see, okay?
This is for Dan.
Dan? Now we.
Wow.
Those are for Caitlin.
No, those are Caitlin.
No, those are hers.
You give those to Kate. Because your mother's goofy.
What'd you get, Dan?
Hey, Dolly.
What's that?
And then
Thank you.
he started to open it.
Wow!
Give him the card too, sweetie. Give him the card too.
We're gonna watch these. How much is Peggy?
Right. Your birthday's next week.
Oh, you know how to read now, Joe. I'm gonna say I have to read it.
Thank you, Peggy.
All over this land, I bring out danger, I bring out warning, I bring out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. If I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out war, I'd sing out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Well, I got a hammer and I got a bell.
But then I would also go over to you guys and all you. Wait, see, and then you lean over to her.
We're still recording.
Oh, I'm still recording.
You get a line, I'll get a pole, honey. You get a line, I'll get a pole, baby.
Take your teeth out.
You get a line, I'll get a pole. What's the next one?
I might just take it.
We'll go get the kids. Take them out real quick.
Gotta give my man with a sack. You get a line, I'll get a pole. What you gonna do when you leave from God, honey? What you gonna do when you leave from God? What you gonna do when you leave from God? Sit on the bank and cry, 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 honey. You get mad, I'll get bold, honey. You get mad, I'll get bold, baby. Come get mad, I'll get bold. We'll go down the corner, low, honey. Oh, baby, oh, honey, oh, baby, oh, honey, oh, baby, oh, my. Looking at my rocket launcher.
Isn't it cute?
Well, I figure, he's been in the country 4 months. He's not gonna know what I'm saying.
He understood you perfectly.
Oh, I know. Right. I'm not driving, but let's go anyway.
Sit down, Bill. We're not going anywhere. You're not driving. Oh, no.
Who's driving?
That looks same.
I see you going right through.
Oh, Terry's not in it?
No, she had been in Hootersville, so.
Hooters restaurant?
He calls. No, he can blow her a kiss.
Were you there when Danny on the porch last week said they were white trash? No offense.
Did Danny? What's this?
Where's Danny?
Referring to
No offense, Danny was talking about.
Talking about white trash. No offense.
No offense.
Talking about people from like from Indiana.
Well, he says, I've been down there, so I know.
No offense, Terry.
Honest to God, he turned there, he said, no offense.
Who did this? Danny who?
Your
Brother.
Danny
I thought maybe it was
Caproni.
Danny Caproni.
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Anybody on the couch?
Oh, on the couch?
She's been
You
laughing.
talking to-
I know.
You talking about her?
She's with her Peggy. She loves being with
She
her
loves that
Peggy.
song.
Bye, Walter. Bring your guitar. You know, I feel such a loser. When I bring it,
And actually, Ted's daughter, I guess. I won't get my butt kicked next week.
that was like 6 months ago.
The one student.
Oh, she thought you meant her.
What's her name?
I don't know.
You have to name her.
Her name is Chantilly. Oh no, her name is Ashley.
Oh, Ashley.
Okay.
Introducing Ashley and the Capronis.
Hey, nice and loud.
Smiling, designing, knowing you will always count on me. For sure, that's what friends are for.
Wait, Grandma, get in there.
For good times and bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. Smiling, designing, knowing you can always count on me. For sure, that's what friends are for.
Oh, that's it. This way.
For good times and bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. built the world.